Breakups. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone through a breakup and felt like the whole world just stopped? Like someone yanked the ground out from under you? Maybe you woke up every morning hoping it was all just a bad dream. Sound familiar? Well, you're not alone. Every single day, people around the world are facing the pain of a breakup. It doesn't matter how old you are, how long you were together, or who ended things. Breakups hurt. They cut deep. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Moving on is not just about getting over it. It's about something much bigger, much deeper. That's what we're going to talk about today. By the time we're done, you'll see that moving on is not just possible. It's powerful. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's dive into the truth about breakups and the secrets to moving on. The first shock. When a breakup happens, it feels like an emotional earthquake. You might replay every moment of the relationship in your head, trying to figure out what went wrong. Did I say the wrong thing? Was it something I did? Or maybe it was something I didn't do. This phase is normal. It's your brain trying to make sense of the loss. But let me tell you something that might surprise you. Breakups hurt so much because they're not just about the other person. They're also about your identity. When you're in a relationship, you become part of a team. You share dreams, routines, and even inside jokes. So, when it ends, it's not just the loss of a partner. It's the loss of a part of yourself. Here's what nobody tells you. The first step to moving on is to stop blaming yourself. Breakups are rarely about just one person. They're about the dynamic between two people, and sometimes the timing just isn't right. The emotional roller coaster. After the initial shock, you might feel a mix of emotions. One day, you're angry. The next, you're sad. And then, out of nowhere, you feel relief. This back and forth can make you feel like you're losing your mind. But here's the truth. It's perfectly normal. Grief isn't linear. It doesn't follow a straight path. Think about it like waves in the ocean. Some days, the waves are small and manageable. Other days, they hit you so hard you feel like you're drowning. But guess what? Over time, those waves get smaller and smaller. During this phase, it's important to let yourself feel everything. Don't bottle it up. Cry if you need to. Scream into a pillow. Talk to a friend. Journaling can also help you process your emotions. One thing to avoid: reaching out to your ex for comfort. It's tempting, I know. But in most cases, it just reopens the wound. The truth about closure. How many times have you heard someone say, "I just need closure"? It's one of the most misunderstood parts of moving on. Here's the harsh truth. Closure doesn't come from the other person. It comes from within you. You might never get all the answers you're looking for. They might not explain why they left. They might not apologize. And even if they do, it often doesn't feel as satisfying as you think it will. So, what do? You create your own closure. This means accepting that you might not have all the answers. It's about deciding to move forward, even if the past feels unresolved. One powerful way to do this is by writing a letter to your ex, but don't send it. Write everything you wish you could say, and then tear it up or burn it. It's symbolic, but it works. Rebuilding your life. Now comes the part nobody talks about enough. Rebuilding your life. Breakups create a void. Suddenly, you have all this extra time and energy that used to go into the relationship. The question is, what do you do with it? Here's your chance to rediscover yourself. Reconnect with old hobbies. What's something you loved doing before the relationship? Painting? Dancing? Playing video games? Now's the time to dive back into it. Try something new. Always wanted to learn a new language or try yoga? This is your moment. Focus on your health. Exercise is a natural mood booster. Even a short walk can make a difference. Build a support system. Lean on your friends and family. If you don't feel comfortable talking to them, consider joining a support group or seeing a therapist. The social media trap. Let's talk about social media. After a breakup, it can feel like a double-edged sword. You're tempted to check their profile, see what they're up to, and maybe even post something to make them jealous. But here's a hard truth. Social media is not your friend right now. Unfollow or mute them if you need to. It's not about being petty. It's about protecting your mental health. And while you're at it, resist the urge to post anything that's clearly aimed at them. Healing happens offline, not in the comments section. The "when will I feel normal again?" question. This is the question everyone asks. How long does it take to move on? The answer is different for everyone. Some people feel better in a few months. For others, it takes a year or more. And that's okay. What matters is not rushing the process. Healing isn't a race. It's about progress, not perfection. One day, you'll wake up and realize you didn't think about them at all the day before. That's when you'll know you're on your way. The power of forgiveness. Now, this might be the hardest part. Forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're okay with what happened. It doesn't mean you're letting them off the hook. It means you're letting go of the anger and bitterness for your own peace. Think of forgiveness as a gift you give yourself. When you're ready to date again, eventually, you'll reach a point where you feel ready to put yourself out there again. But here's the thing. Don't rush it. Take time to reflect on what you've learned from your past relationship. What worked? What didn't? Use this knowledge to choose better in the future. And remember, dating is not about filling a void. It's about finding someone who adds to your already full life. Moving on from a breakup isn't easy, but it's one of the most transformative journeys you'll ever take. It's not just about letting go of the past. It's about embracing the future and rediscovering who you are. So, if you're going through a breakup right now, know this. You've got this. It's okay to take it one day at a time. And remember, every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward healing. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe for more advice on love, relationships, and personal growth. You're not alone in this, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.